Today I'm going to be giving you guys my top 5 tips to being able to like stay on track and stay healthy while traveling. None of these are going to involve picking up MyFitnessPal. This is something that I personally have steered away from in the past, obviously all of 2018 so far, and towards the end of 2017 I personally found that following more listening to my intuition as far as diet and nutrition goes was a lot better for me, and just making healthier options. Mentally, it's a lot better, and overall with my like weight loss goals and weight maintenance goals, it's been way easier for me. My first tips to you are always make sure you're staying hydrated. I talk about this all the time on my channel, but hydration is so important. Nobody wants chapped, crusty lips, and bad breath is a sign of dehydration. So stay hydrated. Just drink your water. It's everywhere. You can always bring it with you. Stay hydrated. That means before you get on the airplane, chug your water before you go through TSA security, all of that. And then afterwards, take that empty bottle, fill that thing up, and bring it with you on the plane. The second tip is to bring healthier, high protein snacks. So protein is obviously something that's kind of harder to travel with, just because a lot of the times it has like a smell, or it is just, you know, things like chicken and fish, they're not something you want to travel with, number one. And number two, it's hard to keep cold. So I would recommend bringing things like protein bars, just because there's no smell, it's easy to carry with you, and you get your protein in. And it's really important to make sure that you're hitting your protein goals and your protein intake even when you're traveling. Beef jerky, but that's kind of iffy, because if you're on the plane, like, it might smell and you don't want to be that person. Maybe you do. I'm not judging. But protein bars, protein shakes, beef jerky if you want to be that guy, and maybe any type of, I see a lot of different like protein chips as well. So maybe you could like stop by Vitamin Shop the day before you leave on your trip and like load up on some little protein snacks and stuff. Obviously that's not ideal for every single like day-to-day life, just because I personally believe in getting your nutrition from, you know, real food sources, but that is a really good option if you're just trying to make it by for like a day or two of travel. The third thing is to make sure that you are basically moving around and staying active while you are traveling. This is more for like when you're on the plane and stuff like that. Anytime that little thing, the little seatbelt light goes off and you're allowed to be up, I would recommend just standing up, walking around, taking your shoes off, just because it helps to, you know, allow blood flow to kind of go through a little bit smoother. Being so high up does things to your body, and being, you know, so stationary for hours on end. What if you're on a 4 to 6 hour flight and you don't even move for 4 to 6 hours? Like, you know, you kind of want to be a little bit active there. After 4 to 6 hours of not moving, it's gonna hurt, just letting you know. And my fourth little tip is to make sure that you sanitize and wash your hands. I know this isn't necessarily like a health fitness, not really a fitness type tip, but it's a health tip, because you're around so many people, you're in an airport, it's kind of nasty, you know, there are germs everywhere. So you want to make sure that you are using hand sanitizer, washing your hands, and do not put your hands in or near your face if you can help it, because you don't want to get sick, especially before your trip. And I am notorious for getting sick after my trips. So you know, continue that hygiene process even on your way home from the trip. Don't say screw it. And my last tip is to plan ahead. So if you're going on a trip for a week and, you know, you want to see if you can find a gym somewhere, go online before you get there. Search for gyms around the area, and maybe you can even get a hotel that's closer to a gym, or maybe you can find a hotel with a gym that actually looks half decent. Don't get there and then find out it's a 2-hour drive to the gym and say you're not going to work out the whole entire trip, or you're not going to be active the whole entire trip. That is not the whole purpose of a health and fitness journey. You want this to be lifelong. You want this to be something that you can easily implement all the time, and all it takes is preparation and actually taking initiative. There is nothing hard about it. There is nothing difficult if you do it right and if you make it something that is a lifestyle. So I hope these little tips helped you. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned because I'm going to try and vlog some of my Utah trip, and I would love to share that with you guys. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.